There are athletes, there are brands, and then there's Cristiano Ronaldo, a man who didn't just play the game, he rewrote the entire playbook. This is the story of how a poor kid from a forgotten island became the world's first billion-dollar footballer. Welcome to Billionaire's Playbook. February 5th, 1985. Funchal, Madeira, a tiny Portuguese island floating in the Atlantic Ocean. This wasn't where dreams came true. This was where dreams came to die. In a cramped, tin-roofed house on Rua Quinta Falcão, Maria Dolores dos Santos gave birth to her fourth child. They named him Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. His father, José Diniz, was a struggling gardener and equipment manager. The Ronaldo family shared a single room, no privacy, no luxury, just survival. At age 3, Cristiano received his first football, not from a store. His father brought it home from the sports club where he worked. That ball became his obsession. While other kids played in groups, Cristiano played alone for hours, dribbling, shooting, repeating, again and again and again. His teachers called him troubled, hyperactive, impossible to control. At 12 years old, he threw a chair at a teacher who mocked his Madeiran accent. But his football coach saw something different. He saw hunger. He saw rage transformed into precision. Then came the moment that changed everything. Age 12, Sporting Lisbon scouts arrived in Madeira searching for raw talent. They found a skinny kid with tears in his eyes and lightning in his feet. Within weeks, Cristiano Ronaldo boarded a plane, alone, leaving his island, his family, everything he knew. Lisbon was 600 miles away. It might as well have been another planet. The academy boys mocked his accent, called him country boy, laughed at his tears when he called home crying, begging his mother to let him come back. But Maria Dolores made a choice that would echo through history. She told her son, "You will stay. You will fight. We didn't sacrifice everything for you to quit now." So he trained harder, woke up earlier, stayed later. While teammates slept, Ronaldo ran stadiums alone in the dark. At 14, he was diagnosed with a racing heart condition, tachycardia. Doctors said his career might be over before it started. They performed surgery, lasered his heart. Within days, he was back on the pitch. Nothing, and I mean nothing, was going to stop this kid. By 16, he was Sporting Lisbon's first team player. By 17, he'd caught the eye of the biggest club on earth. August 2003, Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary manager, paid £12.24 million for an 18-year-old Portuguese kid nobody in England had heard of. They gave him the number 7 jersey, the same number worn by George Best, by Eric Cantona, by David Beckham. The pressure, crushing, English fans are brutal. They booed him, called him a show-off, a diver, too flashy, too arrogant. Ronaldo responded the only way he knew how, by working even harder. 4 hours in the gym after training, ice baths, protein shakes, obsessive preparation. Then something clicked. The skinny kid became a machine. 3 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League. In 2008, he won his first Ballon d'Or, the world's best player, at just 23 years old. But here's where Billionaire's Playbook gets interesting. Because Ronaldo wasn't just thinking about football, he watched how David Beckham built a global brand, how Michael Jordan transcended basketball. He realized something profound. Athletes have short careers. Brands last forever. 2009, Real Madrid paid a then world record €94 million for him. But Ronaldo negotiated something revolutionary. He kept majority control of his image rights. Most players surrender these to clubs. Not Ronaldo. He understood. He wasn't just a player, he was a product. CR7 underwear, CR7 fragrances, CR7 hotels, CR7 gyms. He didn't just endorse products, he owned them, built them, controlled every detail from packaging to marketing to distribution. By 2016, he'd earned over $400 million in endorsements alone. Nike signed him to a lifetime deal worth over $1 billion, joining only Michael Jordan and LeBron James in that exclusive club. But endorsements were just the beginning. Ronaldo was building something bigger. A global empire with tentacles reaching into fashion, hospitality, technology, and media. 2015. Most athletes saw social media as a distraction. Ronaldo saw it as a weapon. He became the first person to reach 200 million followers on Instagram, then 300 million, then 400 million. Today, over 600 million across all platforms. Do you understand what that means? Every single post is worth millions in advertising value. One photo of him drinking a sports drink? $1.6 million? One sponsored post? More money than most people earn in a lifetime. Cristiano Ronaldo had become the first footballer in history to earn $1 billion during his active career. Not just from playing, from building. But here's the beautiful irony. The boy who once shared a single room with his entire family now owns a $7 million apartment in New York's Trump Tower. But when you ask him about money, he talks about his mother, about the nights she went hungry so her children could eat, about the father who died of alcoholism before seeing his son become a legend. Every goal he scores, he points to the sky. Every trophy he lifts, he dedicates to the people who believed when belief seemed insane. So what can entrepreneurs learn from Cristiano Ronaldo's billion-dollar empire? Ronaldo wasn't the most naturally gifted player, but he outworked everyone. 5 hours a day in the gym, 6 meals perfectly calculated, 0 alcohol, 0 shortcuts. Most people rent their success from others. Ronaldo owns his. From image rights to business ventures, he controls the narrative and the profits. In the digital age, you don't need permission to build an audience. You need consistency, authenticity, and value. Ronaldo mastered all three. Football is temporary. Brands are eternal. He built businesses that will thrive long after his final game. Success without gratitude is just noise. Ronaldo's foundation supports children's hospitals, cancer centers, disaster relief. He's donated tens of millions because he remembers what it's like to have nothing. But his legacy isn't measured in goals anymore. It's measured in the empire he built, the blueprint he created, the impossible journey from poverty to billionaire status that inspires millions. From a tin-roofed house in Madeira to stadiums chanting his name across every continent. From a boy who had nothing to a man who built everything. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just chase a dream. He constructed a dynasty. But perhaps the most valuable thing Ronaldo built isn't measured in dollars at all. It's measured in inspiration. In every kid from a poor neighborhood who now believes the impossible is possible. In every entrepreneur who understands that your starting point doesn't determine your destination. His CR7 Academy network spans continents, training the next generation not just in football, but in discipline, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. These aren't just football schools, they're factories of ambition. The Ronaldo effect isn't about creating more footballers, it's about creating more believers. People who understand that success is a choice you make every single day when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. When everyone else takes shortcuts, when the world says you're not good enough. Ronaldo's real billion-dollar asset? The mindset. And unlike money, that's something he's giving away for free to anyone willing to listen. This is Billionaire's Playbook, where we decode the untold stories of the world's greatest business empires. If Cristiano Ronaldo's journey from poverty to a billion-dollar brand inspired you, imagine what else you haven't discovered yet. Subscribe to Billionaire's Playbook for more untold stories of business empires. Hit that notification bell. Because the next story we uncover might just change your life. The question isn't whether you can build an empire. The question is, will you?